So there was a season in my life that my dad was sick before he passed on. So, and because I'm his only child, so I was in another state. I'm married, I went to another state. So it was in another state, and they started calling me from the hospital. Yeah, your daddy is in the emergency. You have to bring pap. You have to. I was like, I'm not where he is. So later on, I had to go to the state my dad was. I left my older son at home with my husband, and I left with God's project. the God's project in Aquiver, my other son. So through that season, I'll leave my son with my mom and go and take care of my dad because they are separated, and it just fall on me. I have to be the one to, I don't know, I don't even want to explain, but this is what I'm trying to say. So that season was tough on me because I was raising my son and he needed a lot of caregiving. And I was still figuring out my own life because I just had a diagnosis of my son that we are still trying to figure out. And I had to give care to my dad. He was admitted out to, from the hospital. And I remember that season was very tough. See, now thinking about that season, I just see God everywhere. So when I finished after staying for 1 month and that season, I experienced what they call pressure because my other son here would be calling mom. My other son here would be calling mom, when are you coming? And I really missed him. And then back where I was, God's project that my mom is now taking care of, even though she does not know, exactly how to. Anytime I come back in the night from the hospital, I just miss my other son that was even with me. And that was just a season. And when I was done, I stayed for 1 month plus. When I was done, I left, my dad just that let me come home. Of course, 1 month is a whole lot. Let me come and check my boy and then just stay for a while I actually had someone that is giving him care, why I had to come back, home to check and see my husband, my son, and of course, bonding and all that. So when I came back, when I was in the bus coming back, a lady at the back of the bus just started singing a song. Jenlenyo, 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 Jesu, Jenlenyo, Baba. She kept singing that song. And that song was ministering to me because I was, there are some level of pain that people go through, emotional. I was totally, I didn't see God. Like, I was like, why? How can one person, how can, it's not like, I'm just like, this same me, my parents got separated, the loneliness of being an only child. When all those, now I have to worry about my dad. Now I have to also worry about my son. And of course, I am married. I still have to figure out my relationship with my husband. So it was just like I was falling apart. And this lady kept singing this song in the bus. And I was crying. As she was singing, because my son was already, when you're taking a special need child on a trip in a bus, my God. You have to say a lot of prayer before leaving the house. So, I was just there as she was singing. I was just there soaking in. And that song stayed with me. And today, just this afternoon, I was just singing that song. And Jenlenyo, jẹ́ n lè yàn o, jẹ́ n lè yàn o Jésù, jẹ́ n lè yàn o bàbá, nínú gbogbo ìlàkọjá mi bàbá, jẹ́ n lè yàn o, jẹ́ n lè yàn o Jésù, jẹ́ n lè yàn o bàbá, jẹ́ n lè yàn, jẹ́ kẹ́nu mi kún fún ọpẹ́, kó kún fún ìyìn, jẹ́ n lè yàn o, jẹ́ n lè yàn o Jésù, jẹ́ n lè yàn o bàbá. I just remember that season. God is faithful. God is faithful. I pulled through that season because of his love. I pulled through that season because of his love and faithfulness. And God positioned men at that place. See, you don't know what it means when you have people around you. You know, when you are an only child, you will value people. Like every single soul meant a lot to me that season. What am I saying? You see, thankfulness. Thankfulness is us intentionally thinking back at where he picked us from. You see, we have been through a lot. And somehow we are abiding. Somehow we are pressing on. It is because of his grace. So this month, be thankful. Just think back. There are so many things that I could just sit down and think of, and I'm just like, it was God. It was God. Jẹ́ n lè yàn, jẹ́ n lè yàn o, jẹ́ n lè yàn o Jésù, jẹ́ n lè yàn o Bàbá. Okay, let me try it. It means, let me be able to worship and glorify you. Let me sing praises to you. In this situation, in this season of my life, let me be able to praise you. Let my children praise you. It's a long song, but that's just the part that speaks so much to me, because in that season, well, God is faithful. So, Super Mom, Dad, Super Family, this season, choose thankfulness. Look at your life. Forget what you have. So just wherever you are right now, Super Mom, Dad, God is faithful. Even in this journey, God is faithful. God is faithful. All right. I just thought I'd share that. God is faithful. God is faithful in it all. All right. See you some other time.